Alright, hello guys. I was a bit stuck on what to make the gameplay because, I mean, Arsenal's a bit boring, plus my ping is terrible on it, so yeah, I was stuck for a while, but someone helped me come to the conclusion that instead of using this gameplay, I should change it and instead use this gameplay. Let me know if you think this was such a good idea in the comments below. I don't think it was, but whatever. But yeah, I'm back from doing my exams, some of the stupidest, most long things I've ever done in my whole life. They barely even distance the tables and chairs properly. Like I remember pushing my chair back and then knocking into someone's table, which made their pencil fall on the floor. Plus all the tables and chairs were wooden and stupid and silly and old and disgusting because they probably don't even wash the tables. I swear to God, I did not learn in class 90% of what was actually in the exam papers, especially for geography. In the paper, there was literally the most random ass like questions that we'd never done before. The only thing I knew about was megacities and opportunities of LICs or something like that. But they had things about cities in England that we didn't learn about. The only city in England that we learned about was London because, let's face it, no one cares about anything else. Just kidding. But yeah, we hadn't done any of that. And Sir basically admitted when we were looking over the paper, I think it was like a couple days ago, we were all complaining about how he never taught us what came up in the paper. And his excuse was we're already behind because of lockdown. So in other words, he's basically admitting that we've been learning year 9 work when we're meant to be learning year 10 work. We've literally been doing the same thing since year 9. We've just been learning about tectonic hazards and UK landscapes and what else? Like natural hazards, hot deserts. Those are the main 4 things we've been studying, and I don't think one of them actually came up in the paper. He's pretty much given up on our class. The highest someone got was a 6 minus. I got a 3, even though I actually did try, and I was confident during the exam that I'd get like a 5, but nope. Also, there was this question that I think was like highlight one opportunity of this picture, and he showed like a picture of a like dump. And then I was sat next to my friend, and then I got pretty much the exact same answer as him, almost word for word, but I only got 1 mark and he got 2 marks. I have no idea how. It was literally the exact same thing, equally as developed, and it was the exact same reason. So geography is easy though if you just revise. I mean, I thought I had to revise year 9 stuff because he was giving us year 9 stuff. And turns out we had to do year 10 stuff, which we never got. So, you know, that's probably why the highest grade in the class was like a 6 minus. Also, they warn you before every exam that you take that if you're ever caught with a mobile phone, it will be confiscated and you will be removed from the exam and forbidden from taking future exams or something like that. So they make you put your phone in your bag and switched off. And I don't think they realised that anyone could just go to the back of the hall at any point and just steal every single phone that has been put in there. Like they say at the start of the exam that if you think your phone is still switched on in your bag, please take a moment to go and turn it off now. So they'll tell you to go to the back of the hall. And you can just, you know, all the bags are like put together in the same place, so you could just open each and every bag and steal each and every phone. It's not smart. I think they should just lock it up anyway. Also, don't get any ideas. Don't steal phones. That's so sad. If you steal phones from people, you are broke and tragic. Like, go get your bands up and get your own phone, you idiot. Anyway, so that's nothing to do with the exams, but we managed to rip a piece of the fence off and hide behind some bushes. Oh yeah, and that's another thing, we never really went to lesson after the exams, because they usually just make you go to the lesson for like 15 more minutes until break, and then they'll just like talk to you for a bit and send you out. So pointless. I'm honestly surprised we just don't have our summer holiday right now, like after our exams, because what else is there to learn about? All I know is we need to finish off some book called Inspector Calls in English, which looks okay. And in fact, it's quite a nice story, I think, but I've only read like 2 chapters of it. If you're in year 10, then you might have done Jekyll and Hyde and Macbeth a little bit. I did so bad on the Macbeth literature exam because I couldn't understand a word. Like, they don't even translate it. Like, what is this? Why? I can't believe people used to talk like this. And plus, the question they asked was the most cheeky thing ever. So basically, they gave us an extract of Lady Macbeth's speech, and then they asked us to say, how does this speech show ambition in Macbeth, and I thought they meant the character of Macbeth. I had no idea they were referring to the whole story of Macbeth. So I just wrote about Macbeth because I thought that was what they were talking about. Can they have please at least said in the story of Macbeth rather than just Macbeth? Because I thought we were supposed to write about just the character, and that's why I was so confused as to why the extract was a Lady Macbeth speech if we have to show ambition in Macbeth. That is dumb. Oh my god, that is so annoying, because that's gonna have such a big effect on my grade just because they chose to not be very specific. And for some reason they gave us like 17 different extracts to write about. Like there was some from Romeo and Juliet, there was some from The Tempest, there was some from Midsummer Night's Dream. I don't know any Shakespeare plays, they're all boring. Off topic, but Romeo and Juliet has the most dumb ending I've ever seen. You're telling me that they literally kill themselves right next to each other because one of them was sleeping or something like that. I don't know exactly what happened, but if they spent the whole play looking for each other, then there's no point in both of them dying at the end. That's like saving up for 3 years for your favourite car that just breaks down after one day. Jekyll and Hyde is actually quite a good story though. If you can't be bothered to read the whole book, just look at the summary and that will basically boost your grade by like at least 1 or 2 or 3, I don't know. It was a good story though. I quite liked it after watching the summary. It was probably the best story I'd read since like Of Mice and Men, well, at least the ones we read at school. They're all boring, but some of them are better than others. I think one of the invigilators, or like the people that just walk around the room for like 2 hours, I think one of them got smacked in their head because they were bald. I would feel bad for him, but he called me sneaky because he saw me answering a question after the time was up. So, yeah, shut up. Oh my god, my friend found like a mouse. I don't think it was a mouse. I think it was like a shrew or something, because it was literally tiny and it could fit in a crisp packet, so... But yeah, I think my friend put it on his desk in the exam. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but I think it died because of shock or something. I feel bad, poor shrew. I have no idea what we did with the shrew after the exam. That's such a just funny word, shrew. I honestly didn't want to go near it because it might have had rabies or something. Oh yeah, in this like playground that we have, one that we use specifically when we have exams, they'd hang up like pieces of paper to show where people had their exams and what room they had their exams in. But when it rained, people would just come and rip the things off, so people would have no idea what exam they're taking and when they're meant to be taking it and where they're meant to be taking it. Can they have at least like put plastic over the paper so that it wouldn't break up when it rains? If this could be my GCSEs on the line, I'd rather you just sort of told me where my exams were before I had them, instead of just letting them get torn apart by the rain. But I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go back to making videos normally now. I don't have to worry about any more exams because, you know, exams are silly. This is so dumb. These aren't even our mocks. These are literally mocks for our mocks. This is silly. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick little rant, I guess. I hope you enjoyed. I literally just repeated myself for some reason. Yeah, follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. Links are down below in the description. Join my Discord server. Yeah, that's literally it. Goodbye. Have a nice day. I mean, have a nice day and in a bit, fellas, fam. Yes, okay. Love you all. Bye.